Good evening. As of today, the recent news says, as I saw, is that in America, the one big beautiful bill from Donald Trump's opinion, and it is the first bill after Donald Trump win elections. This was the first bill that goes passed from both the houses of USA, from Senate and the House of Representatives both. Senate means in India's context it can be called as upper house, and House of Representatives called as lower house. So in US Senate, the upper house, like in India, it was voted as 50-50. The votes in for and against of this bill was absolutely equal. So the vice president, as in India, the same is in USA. If the vote percentage will become equal, then vice president has a chance to uh, give their own opinion, give their own vote on this, and vice president JD Vance give in favor of the bill. Then this bill has passed from Senate, and in the House of Representatives, that is in lower house, it was passed from 218 in favor and 214 in oppose. And this was a great, uh, you can say, a rivalry or great um, power uh, struggle between that, whether this bill will become an act or not. But now, from today, because on 4th, that is today, uh, it is said in America that this is the Independence Day of America. So uh, this is undoubtedly a good news for Republicans Party, for the party of Donald Trump. So let's dive into what this one big beautiful bill. First of all, one thing we have to know is that this one big beautiful bill is really big. It is more than 1,000 pages, and therefore it is called that Donald Trump, and therefore it is called by Musk and many other even Republicans senator, that this bill doesn't allow many of the senators of Republican Party to read it, because it's so much thick, more than 1,000 pages in this bill is. And if something is added or removed, then no one can know that whether what is written or what is not. So, and it is also said by the Republican senator that there is so much hurry was done in order to pass this bill from U.S. Congress, then Senate, and then House of Representatives. So, from the sides of Republican Party, there is a immense hurry or rust away can be seen from, as Musk said. And second, it will say that it will aid trillions to America's debt, as already America's debt is so much high, and the current U.S. President Donald Trump said that he will cut where government spends recklessly without any purpose. So he will cut spending over there. But this new one big beautiful said that it will add trillions to America's debt. If I would say the number, then it is said that uh, if this bill will continue to the term of Donald Trump, then US will have to have US will have a debt of 3 trillion, 3.5 trillion. And according to Musk, he said that this bill would pass, then the America's debt will be 4 to 5 trillion, which is even more greater than India's GDP. So that is one thing that concerning for all the Americans. Third is that millions will lose health insurance. It is said that nearly 20 to 30 million Americans will lose their health insurance. And next, this bill says that this bill also removes taxes from common citizens. It will reduce the taxes from common citizens, and it will also exempt taxes from tip, because in the Western countries, in Western developed nations, tip is very common. You have to give tip. It is obvious to give tips. It is not in India at all. But in previous acts or any law of constitution, there is no any exemption on the tip if is given by any person on any hotel or restaurant or bar to any any waiter or something. Then there is a tax on that tip, but Donald Trump exempt this uh, tip from that that was given by any person. It is usually given by. and fourth is that it undoes Biden era climate policy that in the time of Joe Biden, when he was president, he gives immensely a good amount of money for climate, because climate change is all over happening on the world. And but as President Trump elected as the next president, the 47th president of USA, he suddenly walked out from the French Cooperation of Climate Policy, COP29. And next it says that, and it is also last, that USA has increased its defense budget by 8%. It is the Pentagon has increased its defense budget by 8%, which is also concerning for the regional powers, because as Donald Trump came into power, he is eyeing for the Iceland and Greenland. He sometimes said, that to Canada to become its 51st state. So, but if this is not a joke, then US is really serious about taking over Greenland and making Canada as the 51st state. So whatsoever will happen, I will make video for you. Thank you very much.